How are you doing? Today I was going to go a little bit deeper into LiveGood, what the opportunity is, what the company's all about, a little bit about the products and why I think this is the best side hustle there is out there at the moment. But why should you listen to me? Who the hell am I? My name's Madeline and I am a director of 4 or 5 companies, all very successful, all doing really well, but all requiring time and energy. And I know that when I retire, which I'd rather do sooner than later, I will stop earning from those companies if I sell them or close them down, whichever way that goes. And so, really, I started looking about a year ago for something that was going to carry on without me necessarily needing to give it my time or too much energy, and something that would grow passively. And I looked at a few things, and this was the one that I thought, wow, these guys have got it absolutely right. So I'm going to talk you through this company. It's called LiveGood, and I just want to talk through the company and its mission, how the compensation system works, and if you wanted to get started, what your pathway might look like. So, what I really love about this company is it has the stated mission of helping the average person become healthy and wealthy. So they want to create, or they have created, affordable health solutions that everybody can get access to, and they are the very best. So it's not something that you're going to get from a supermarket shelf that's actually not going to do you very much good. It is the very best stuff you can find, but at prices that most people can afford. But also within all of that, you can create a side opportunity business for yourself that will actually make you wealthy as well as healthy, which, let's face it, health and wealth are two key goals for life. So, the products first, there is no company without really great products that people want. So, LiveGood decided to go down the healthcare and supplement route. Now, they might branch out, but for now, this is their focus because this is all about getting people healthy. So they have, as much as possible, they look into every single where all the products are coming from, where they're sourcing them all from. They are third party tested, vegan approved. They've got every certification that you can imagine. And unlike many other products, they do also give you the certificate of analysis. So you can look at any of their products and find out exactly to the microgram what is in them. And there aren't that many companies that are willing to share that information, because if you're buying a vitamin supplement, for example, quite often you're buying them and it hasn't got enough of the active ingredient in there. So you're not actually going to feel any benefit, the benefit that you're looking for. And also quite often they're filled with a lot of fillers that you don't want in there either. Whereas LiveGood are very, very transparent about what they put into their products. And they will have every single certification for every single product that you could possibly imagine. They're tested for heavy metals. So everything that you could want to make sure that the products that you're taking they've got enough of the right ingredient and they're clean and organic and all the things that we all look for now when we're thinking about our health. So that's brilliant, but you would think, okay, with all that extra testing that they go through and all that care that they take to make sure that they've sourced organic products and vegan where possible and certainly not tested on animals and non-GMO, all the things that they're looking for, surely that's going to be really expensive. And it would be in any other company, but they've come up with a brilliant, brilliant system, which means that we can get these products. When you compare them like for like with similar competitors, the prices are unbelievable. Just have a look at the prices here for something like their Super Greens, which is one of their most popular products because it's so good for your immune system and stress support. And look at the difference. It's so much cheaper than products that you can get that are similar. Look at their protein, their whey protein with colostrum. It's so much cheaper. You can't really compare the prices. And look at their amazing essential oils, which are so beautiful and so wonderful to use, but actually affordable. That's 6 oils you're getting there for $30, which it's unbeatable. Nobody else can do it at these prices. So how do they manage to do that? Well, it's a bit like the Costco model. So we are members of the company, and that means that we can access the products at almost wholesale prices. So why did they go into the subscription model? This is a massive booming market at the moment. It's transformed how we engage with a lot of things that we use consistently. So things like our TV, our gym membership, things like Amazon Prime, where you're getting free postage, things like that. We are more used to paying a monthly amount to make sure we get the benefits that we're looking for, and we're kind of loyal to those companies that we're paying that subscription to. So most of us prefer that sort of model now. So LiveGood have jumped straight in there. And we can see the way that they've worked for people like Netflix and Amazon. You get predictable costs, automated delivery, premium access, and even a personalized experience. So they're really great for us. But the really interesting thing about LiveGood is that it's actually, rather than growing the way that Amazon did, which was through traditional marketing, or through like Netflix did, which was just through gradual subscriber acquisition, LiveGood have decided to go through an affiliate route. So it has a network of affiliate marketers who are promoting the products and the business opportunity. And because of that, we have grown faster than either Amazon or Netflix did in their first 2 years. And the projected growth is really quite phenomenal. So it's still early days for LiveGood, especially compared with these kind of behemoths of industry. But we are growing exponentially, and it's really exciting for those of us who are getting in these early days. So you don't need to just take my word for it. There's lots of independent people that have had a look at the LiveGood opportunity and said really great things. So one of the quotes is from an independent observer is, with a perfect storm of growing health consciousness, subscription model adoption, and affiliate marketing effectiveness, LiveGood represents one of the most promising opportunities for new entrepreneurs in today's market. The timing couldn't be better, but the sooner you jump in, the better. And Business from Home has really endorsed LiveGood. If you look at the growth since 2022, when we started, from 5 million up to 120 million, we're just coming up to the end of the third year. So we'll find out in a few weeks what this last year has done. But it's got such a great compensation plan, which we're going to go into in a minute, and a very high quality product range. So the future again is looking really good. And Business from Home did indeed endorse and recommend LiveGood. So how do you get started, and what might that look like for you? So first of all, you become an affiliate, or you become a member and just try the products if you like. To become a member is just $9.95 US a month, which if you're listening to this in the UK, it's about £8. It's less than £8 a month. So you can just become a member, try the products, see if you like them. If you're a very product driven person, you might prefer to go that route and really test them out for yourself. But I know so many people who are really into their products, and they absolutely rave. They're nutritionists. As soon as they see the certificates of analysis, they go, you can't get this anywhere at this price. This is amazing. So talk to some experts, show them the website and have a look, get them to check out the certificates, and then they will say what I say, which is these are really top quality products. So you can just become a member if you like, but then if you want to become an affiliate, that's when the business model becomes an option for you. And that is a one-off fee. You never, ever, ever have to pay it again, of $40 US, which in the UK is about £32 at the time of recording this. And then that's it. Even if you dropped off your membership for a while, if you jump back in again later, you're still an affiliate. You've still got your affiliate link. So that makes your total investment to start a business that could earn you thousands and thousands a month. Your total investment is $50, just under $50, or if you're in UK money, just under £40, which is, having started brick and mortar businesses and the tens of thousands of pounds that it costs to just get a deposit on a building and then pay the rent and the business rates, and then you set up your website and you have to do all your own marketing and all the different things, staff, cleaning, utilities, all the things that it takes to start a business or a company. When I saw this and I thought it's going to be 40 quid, why would I not try that? Why would I not just go, well, do you know what, even if I'm not very successful at it, I'm not going to lose big time. Not like these poor people that start out shops or coffee shops or whatever, and they've invested thousands and then they have to walk away because it hasn't worked. This is not that, okay? And also, this is something that you can do very much in your spare time. So you don't have to at all, drop everything else and just focus everything on this. You can, but you don't have to. So there really is, you're not risking anything. And then it's like 8 quid a month. So that's like a couple of coffees, if that, a month. That is what you're paying to be part, to give yourself a chance at this opportunity. So then we say there are 3 strategies with LiveGood. Because of the way the matrix works, there is a way that you can do it to just join the company as an affiliate and pay your membership, and then wait as your own little business grows organically through something called spillover. So spillover happens when people around you and that have already joined the company before you are recruiting new affiliates and they happen to fall under you. Now, that can happen quite quickly, or it can take quite a long time. It just depends where you end up joining and what's happening above you and around you. So if I'm honest, that's okay, but don't expect this to be an overnight success. You're going to be paying your £8 a month for some time before you start to see a return. But we'll go over what you will hopefully see, current projections in the next 5 years that you will see as a return. The second way you can run your company is you can share it with friends and family, and just not necessarily go big, but just gently mention it to people who you think might be interested in the products, or who you think might like a few extra quid, or who you think might really take this and run with it. Because if you introduce somebody that will take this and run with it, you could get seriously great return on your efforts for that. And then a few of us are just going all in. And when I say all in, it probably takes me maximum half an hour a day to do the LiveGood part of my business. Okay, so it's not a huge amount. I am still director of all these other companies. I still have brick and mortar businesses that I have to interact with and go into and work at. So and I have kids, so I'm a busy person, but even I can find time because I've watched the training and I've learnt how to make the most of these little pockets of time and how I might attract lots of people into my business. So let's just explain a little bit how it works. So they call it a matrix, which I know is a little bit off-putting for some people, but basically it's just when you start, you have been introduced. You can see you on that picture there. Let's imagine that I'm the turquoise person above you, or whoever introduces you. And then you can enroll people and they will fall under you in your matrix. Now, this is just one of the trees that we count in LiveGood. There are 2, but they're all full of pretty much the same people. Okay, so let's say you personally enroll someone and then maybe I enroll somebody and they end up falling under you. Now then, as soon as you've enrolled 2 people, you will get half of what they pay. So you'll get half of their affiliate fee and half of their first month's membership. So if you're in the UK, you're getting half of their £32, which is about £16, and half of their £8, which is £4. So you're going to get £20 for everybody you introduce. Okay, no matter when you do it, no matter when they join, as soon as they become an affiliate with your link, you'll get £20. Now, if you think about it, you invested £40 to join. So as soon as you have introduced 2 people, you've got your money back. It's as simple as that. It is so straightforward. Now, that matrix I talked about, that includes everybody that you enroll, but also anybody that they enroll and that their people enroll, and so on and so on and so on, but also any spillover, and then any people that the spillover enrolls. So if I give you the example of my son, 2 weeks, and I'm saying this, we were quite lucky, I have to say, and he was particularly lucky. So 2 weeks after I joined, he ended up getting spillover, and some of those people in his spillover have been business builders. So super quickly, he's ended up with hundreds of people below him in his matrix. He hasn't done a thing. He's only 15. So he has not enrolled anybody at all. And yet he's getting paid back already 3 times more than we put in because of spillover. Okay, and also, of course, some people that I've enrolled have fallen under him as well. So he has done super well. And it's the same with my daughter. So I enrolled my 2 kids. You're allowed to do that as long as you're a custodian for their account. And my daughter as well has ended up with, she ends up getting paid more than 3 times what we put in. So for me, when I was joining and putting them under me, I was thinking this is like a savings plan that I'm basically saving £2 a week for each of my kids. Now that £2 a week or £8 a month is already turning into nearly £30 a month coming back in. Okay, so that's a profit of 22 quid for each of them, and it grows every month. So because we don't touch it, because I'm a custodian, and they're going to, when they're 18, they're going to get this money back. They've got hundreds of dollars worth of, it's still in American dollars because we haven't touched it. They've got hundreds of dollars sitting there in their accounts, and that will be thousands by the time they're 18. But not only that, if you can see when their matrix is full, if they just stay as unranked, which they will till they're 18, they're allowed 12 levels down in your 2x2 matrix. So as you can see there, the first row, they've got 2 people in, then it's 4 people, then 8, then 16, then 32, 64, etc. Now, when you go down 12 levels, the total number of people in your matrix is 8,196. I hope I've remembered that correctly. And you get about 20p for each of those people every month, which means that if you just stay as a member for, we're thinking, let's say 5 years maximum, you'll end up with an income of about $2,000. If you look at that circle there on the bottom, $2,047, which in UK money is about £1,500. So they'll still be paying £8 a month, but they will be getting back around £1,500 a month. So I don't know any other savings plans that I could open for my kids that would do that. Now, obviously, this is just projections. This is based on what's happened so far. If you listen to the CEOs of the company, they are not going anywhere. They are absolutely determined that this company is going to be huge and tens of millions of people. We're only at about 2 million at the moment. But if you look at the box there where it says, what you've paid in, let's keep it in pounds. So if you were paying about 8 quid for 5 years, it's around about a £490 risk over 5 years that you've taken. But you'll be getting back £1,500 every month. So for me, for savings for my kids, it feels like a risk worth taking. Now, it doesn't just end there though, because the matrix pay is great. It's really, and that's so passive. Like I say, that's going to happen whether you're an active member or not. I would really recommend introducing a few people though, because otherwise it can be quite slow, and then it gets a bit frustrating when you can't see anything happening. But it will. But I think, for me, it's better for everybody because it's better for the people around you as well if you can just mention it to a few people. But as soon as you've introduced 2 people, you level up to what we call bronze. So you've earned those initial commissions from starting 2 people. And so you've got all your money back, but you've also locked in another way that you can earn from the company. So as soon as you rank up to bronze, now let's say you have leveled up to bronze and you have now opened up another level of your matrix. So whereas an unranked person can only earn off 12 levels of their matrix, a ranked person can earn another whole level, which actually doubles your possible earnings. Because if you think about it, your 2x2 matrix, every level is doubling. So you've got double the number of people in there in your matrix if you open up another layer. So instead of earning $2,000 a month, you'll earn $4,000. So just for me, introducing my two kids, I knew that I could then earn a whole another level of income just from my extra layer. So I've invested the same amount of money. I don't pay any more. And actually, if you think about it, when I paid for my kids, I only paid half because I got half back of what I paid for them. And then, so in that case, instead of £1,500 a month, when everybody's matrices are full, I'll earn £3,000 a month. So that's pretty cool because just from them being in there, they're getting 1,500, but I'm going to be getting 3,000 for the same amount of investment. Now, imagine if you then decided, okay, I'm going to go all in, which is a little bit what I've done. Like I say, it doesn't actually take me very much time. I just do what I can, but I do a little bit every day. And I am building a team now, so I am supporting them as they grow their teams. So actually, it's really good fun. So what you can do is build. Now I've got myself to gold, which is fantastic. I've enrolled 40 people now. To get to gold, you actually only need to enroll 30 people. But I have enrolled 40, so I'm on my way to the next level. So I've actually opened up yet another level, another layer of my matrix. So again, my monthly pay, when everything is filled up, has doubled. So it's the same investment. It's just a little bit more time that I've put into it. It's not like another MLM scheme where you're buying products and you're having to sell products every single month and you start from zero every single month. It's not like that, because once people are members and they know that their membership is going to pay them back, they stay as members. Well, I have had the odd one drop off, but it's very unusual. Most people stay in, so it's really regular income and it becomes passive. And after, let's say, 5 years, I'm expecting about £6,000 a month, which when I'm retired, I'm going to be very, very happy about. Plus, my kids are getting their bit, so I don't have to worry about them. But you will remember I talked about matching bonuses. So as soon as you're bronze, that's just 2 people enrolled, you qualify for, like I say, a different income stream. So you still get your matrix pay, but you also start to earn half of whatever anybody that you enrolled earns. Okay, so let's just let that sink in. So for my kids, let's say I've enrolled them and they are earning £1,500 a month each, as well as my matrix pay, which you remember I'm gold, so that's about £6,000 a month. I'll earn £750 from each of my children's accounts. But remember, I've actually enrolled 40 people. So even if they all stay unranked, I'll earn £750 times 40. So you can start to see that how your future income starts to look really different when you start to enroll people. And that's why I would really encourage you to do that. Not only does it help everybody around you, but it really, really, really helps you. So let's just think of it another way. So let's have a look at this example where you have enrolled 20 people. Now, if you've got kids, that's great because hopefully they will enroll with you anyway. And if you've got siblings, parents, any family members, but also friends, I think most of your friends would look at this and go, actually, I could do with an extra 1,500 quid a month. So it's actually not as hard as you might think to enroll 20 people. Plus, we've got other ways of teaching you how to enroll people that you've never met before. I'd say 3/4 of my team are people that I've never met before. I started the Live Good journey. So if you're thinking, I don't really know anybody, or nobody will listen to me, or no, don't worry, because we can show you how to enroll people that have never met, because this company is global and there are so many people right across the world that are really looking for security and help. So let's say you enrolled 20 people, and when the matrices are full, they're all earning $2,000. If you've ranked up to bronze, which you would have done, obviously you'd have ranked beyond that, you would get half of everything they're earning. So even if they do nothing, you will get $1,000 from each of those people. So for 20 enrolled people, you'd get $20,000 a month. You're going to have to do your own conversions if you're in the UK. For 50 people, $50,000 a month. For 100 people, $100,000 a month. So you can see how actually, when you think about how big the world is and how big this opportunity is, you can see suddenly that your monthly earnings that you thought you were going to get into retirement are suddenly completely different. Now imagine if those people that you introduced all just introduced 2 people. That would mean they're earning $4,000 a month. So you'd get half of each of those. If you enrolled 20, you'd get $40,000 a month. 50, you'd get $100,000 a month. If you enrolled 100 people, you'd get $200,000 a month. Now, this is just what's possible. This is just based on what's happened so far. So this is what we're projecting, but of course, anything can happen in the world. So this is just an example and a projection based on what we've done so far, why that could happen. So hopefully you can see that actually this is just a fantastic business opportunity. Now, I'd just also like to say that we do have people in the company who might have only enrolled 3 people, but if just one of those people is a real business builder, and there are so many, especially younger generation, who absolutely know exactly what they're doing and they can get the message out and they're so superb at this. Just takes one person like that to start getting this message out. And if they say, for example, and it's happened multiple times in the company, that somebody has enrolled somebody who's done really well and might be earning $10,000 a month or £10,000 a month, you would earn half of that if they're your enrollee. I call it mining for diamonds. When I create a little TikTok video or a video like this, I just think, I never know who's going to see this, who's going to sign up, and who's going to end up being absolutely amazing at this. So you just never know. So it's worth doing. So why really would you jump in on this now? Well, I personally think, I'm studying AI at the moment. I don't think we realise how much the working landscape is going to change. I think most people have got no clue how many jobs are just going to disappear. AI is learning so quickly, it's doubling its knowledge so rapidly that there are going to be an awful lot of people who are shocked to find that their job has been taken over by AI. Now, I hope that's not you. But even if that is you, everybody's going to be after everybody's jobs, and it's going to take a little while for things to settle down. Now, hopefully the long-term future is going to be way better than it is now. But as usual, it's going to take a while for things to really settle down. And even if it takes 5 years, if that's 5 years of hardship for you, that's a long 5 years. And I personally think all of us, no matter what we do, need a plan B. So I would really encourage you to look at this now and think, for the sake of £8 a month, is this worth having a look at and trying to build a team so that in the long run, I've got some really good income coming in? My answer is emphatically yes, and I hope yours is too. But beyond that, why would you join with the team I'm in, with me? So I just wanted to share with you fantastic resources that have been created by the people in my team. I just got so lucky that I happened to enroll with somebody who happened to be in Laura Chappell's team. And Laura Chappell has created the most amazing set of resources and training so that it's as easy as it can possibly be for any of us to be successful in this business. Laura only started a couple of months before me. She could stop now and never have to work again. She retired her husband about 5 months after starting. And she's so great at this and so generous with her time now, that instead of just stopping and thinking, oh, I'm just going to put my feet up, she's working harder than ever to make sure that all of us in her team can really be as successful as she is. That's what she wants for all of us, is that we're as successful as she is. So first of all, we have a Facebook group which is called Reach for the Stars and Earn. And so you can join this group if you're in this team. Just trying to find how to. And it's so supportive. So if you've got people in there who are really brand new to this, you've got people in there who have done it for a few months now and are having real success and sharing what they're doing. We've got everybody sharing resources. We've got videos and support on the products, and everybody cheering each other on and really celebrating each other. Just so many resources on there that we can all use as affiliates to help us build our team. So that's just kind of the shop front. So you can literally just invite people to that Facebook group and let them be in it. I know people who've been in it for months and just kind of observing, and then they'll finally, when it's time for them and they're finally ready, that's when they jump in. So that's really exciting when they do that, because it's got to be the right time for you, hasn't it? So so you can just shove all your friends into that Facebook group, tag them in a few videos, and then just see what they do with it. They might do nothing, but it's a very easy thing to invite people to a Facebook group. The other thing that Laura has created for us is this whole training system. So if anybody comes in to our group, they've got access to this portal, which is just on a website. It's absolutely fantastic. It's got a community as well, celebrations, and it's got all the training you'll ever need. So it shows you, because as soon as you become an affiliate, you get your own website. It's all set up for you. It's so brilliant. You get your own website, so you can share a link for people to just buy products, or you've got your affiliate link in there. It's got all the ways that people get paid. But the back end of Laura, all Laura's training will show you all the back end of your website, what all the different things on the menu are, so that you can find your way around. You can make sure you get paid. As soon as you've assigned somebody up, you can start getting paid. And that, that's all there for you to just see. So that means also, when you think about it, yes, it's there for you, but it's also there for anybody that you bring into the company. And that's a brilliant thing, isn't it? So it is so automated now. You share a link, you wait for people to say, yes, I want in, and then you share the training link. And you don't have to do any more than that. Some people will need more support. Lots of people won't. But it's so simple now. I mean, you couldn't really start a simpler business than this now, with a better, more kind of heart-led, soul-aligned community than the one we find here. So I really, really, really encourage you to have a look at this. So that's all the training. We've got the team. So if you're ready to jump in, I will put my affiliate link at the bottom of this video. You can just click that link and it will invite you to pre-enroll, and then you need to click onto the next page to say, yes, I want to absolutely reserve my spot. That's when you'll put your card details in, which will be $40 for your affiliate fee, and then your first month's membership, which will be $9.95. Whatever the exchange rate is on the day that you enroll is what the price that you'll pay. But I mean, at the moment, it's less. Everything's less than I'm saying, because the American dollar's so weak, but that could change. But either way, just jump in, and it's never going to cost you more. This is a brilliant thing. So people get involved in things and suddenly they find themselves paying more and more and more for things, trying to buy products that they're trying to sell to stay on the same level. It's none of that. It is never going to be more than 10 a month, which is £8 a month. It's never going to cost you more than that. So over a year, it's £96, okay? Or you can actually get it for £80 for 12 months, because if you pay for the whole year up front, then you get 2 months free. So I would also recommend that. So as soon as you've done that, immediately, there's no waiting, you get your affiliate link. And then you can let me know. I'll see your email. I'll put you into my little funnel, which will share lots of videos with you, lots of help. I'll share the training platform, the access to the Facebook page, and you can start building your business. It really couldn't be any simpler. It's not going to cost you a lot of money. It's not going to take up a lot of time, and it could really, really, really change your life. So I hope that you have kind of watched this and you can see yourself doing it, because ultimately this is what it boils down to: sharing a link and then signing people up. That's it. Putting them in the direct, sharing another link to the training. That is it. And you've seen the possibilities out there. Now, the possibilities are way bigger than I have said here. There's going to be a lot more people make a lot more money out of this than I've said here. It could be you. That's up to you. But anyway, if you would like to join my team, then please click the link below, or you can put a comment if you'd like me to get in touch, and we can DM and we can have a chat on the phone, and I can answer any questions you have. So sorry, bit of a marathon today, but I hope you think this was worthwhile watching. So just click the link and let's get you started.